Y'all want another video?
Thanks for coming back here again. It's another episode of Mat&Mar. We're gonna answer your questions today, right now.
Hey.
Jamar can sing better than me, but I'll go ahead and do the sing-a-ling. So I want to thank you for coming back. Yeah, I didn't forget the song, Jamar. I'm making it up as we go. We want to thank you again for Mat&Mar Show. Yeah, give me coots. Give me my coots. It was great. Coop. Hey everybody, it's your boy Matty Rants.
And Jamar84.
And I'm gonna scoot my seat down. All right, There we go. Now I'm on the level of Jamar, so we need to go ahead. I'm gonna scoot it right back up, but we're gonna go ahead and talk about some of the questions that you sent us. Now, unfortunately, we can't get to everyone's questions, and we do appreciate the ones that you've sent. Anything very serious, of course, we would not share and divulge to anybody. A lot of you sent some very personal stuff, so for everyone who did send us things, we want to let you know in this video directly, we seriously send you love. Whatever you're going through, whatever's happening right now, we hope you make it through. We want you to stay strong. Remember, tomorrow is another day. There is another year waiting for you. There is time waiting for you. Live your best life through and through and never let anybody take you down from that, okay?
Amen.
I'm totally sinking as I'm trying to make this really beautiful
Because we read every email, you guys.
we read them all. Yeah.
Read each one during the show, but we read every single one
we read. And that's just, we make sure that we at least understand everyone's story. So if we don't directly get to you, just know that in particular, we love you and we want you to make it through whatever you're going through. Please don't stress, okay? But I know it's hard out there for a pimp.
Absolutely.
You got to make this money for the rent, okay? Don't sue me. Okay, so listen. So we're going to do the first question. What's up, fellas? So him here. Hey, just want to say y'all didn't shade me last episode, but I will send questions earlier. LOL. We did that to everybody.
It was like, you the one that sent the email at 9 o'clock.
Baby. And it was right when we were recording, too. Anyways, Maddie, you talk about your dancing cameos and videos. Where can we find them? Loving the show, guys. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much. I'm going to go ahead and attach the link in the description for those who are interested of the one video that I know for sure where you can see me directly. You're going to see I'm in blue. And there's going to be two dancers go before me. And at the end of the video is when I shake the house down, okay? And my butt is like, and I go, boom, 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 boom. Yes, and I give you the whole head toss and everything. But that was back in my dancing days when I was with Vodka. We're doing the crew. Shout out to Vodka and the crew. They're always going to be my family no matter everything and anything that happens. That is my family through and through, even for the new kids who I don't know on the team just yet. Y'all, my family don't even know it, baby, okay? I was the bougie light-skinned one on the team that used to twirl and twirl back in the days, and I used to buck and vogue down for, come into my world, it's a fantasy. But if you see Vodka's music, definitely give him a play. He's good. He was the originator of the GOTS, if you're wondering about that. And I don't care what anybody in the knowledge scene say. He is the GOT king, okay? He is the one that got that going, baby. So that is my brother, and I love him like nobody else. So I'll include it in the description. There you go. Now, Jamar's got the second question. These are our lighter ones first.
All right. So somebody asked, what do you think of Toni Braxton's new album, Sex and Cigarettes? I love her new song, Long As I Live. Now, I got to listen to Toni. I streamed it. I got, delved into it. I love Long As I Live, too. The video is out. Y'all should check that out. It's really, really good. I think the album is actually really good. It's only 8 songs. That kind of peeves me a little bit. But they're all good. If there's no filler, if you have a song that's less than 10 tracks, it should definitely not have any filler a part of it. So I had some time to digest them. My favorite songs are the title track, Love, Sex and Cigarettes, Long As I Live, and another song on there called Coping. Those are my favorites.
I don't know which one I liked. There was one, it was like, I think the second to last song. Other than that, I skipped through most of it. And I love Toni Braxton, but I wasn't like, it was just.
It may take some time. You may have to.
Yeah, I need to be probably in a really sad place where I have a lot of alcohol in my system.
It's actually not a sad album, to be honest.
It felt like
it's actually kind of just. It sounds like it for the melody, but the lyrics are actually kind of petty, and I appreciate her for that.
Okay.
I'm telling you, you gotta give it back.
Birdman flying in the weather. Come on. Dipping in that.
Birdman doing something good.
Dipping in that Braxton juice. All right. So the next one. Okay. Hello, loves. I want to start off my saying my sister and I are big fans of you guys. Hi. Literally, the plan after watching RuPaul's Drag Race every week is then to tune into you guys reviewing the episode. Also, I follow both of you on Instagram. I'm not going to give her a name because I don't want that to be somebody flagging her and tagging her. But, honey, I know who you are, and thank you, baby girl. I appreciate it.
She knows her letter.
Okay, now my question for next week's episode is, what are 3 songs each of you would like to see performed on Drag Race that we have yet to see? My picks off the top of my head are Single Ladies by Beyonce, don't have enough money. Last Dance by Donna Summer, absolutely.
Yeah, see, those would be mine.
Oh my God, and lastly, this one is merely a wish because it would never happen due to the excessive language and because she's homophobic and transphobic, but My Neck and My Back by Kaya.
They would never.
They would never.
Especially now, they would never.
Now they wouldn't. It was a close run.
It may have earlier.
Had she kept up with the good old Madison. So what about you, Jamar? What are your 3 picks for songs?
Well, I'm gonna steal one of yours and say Gypsy Woman.
You're stealing my moment. Yeah, so we'll both say one of our songs is Gypsy Woman by Crystal Waters. She wakes up early every morning just to do her hair now because she cares, y'all.
Hey.
Her layout wouldn't be right without her makeup. Oh, they would wear it out with the hand movement.
What?
Boom! Yes, la-da-dee, la-da-da. That'd be it.
I'll say, just because it came off the top of my head, If Only You Knew by Patti LaBelle. I think some queen would wear that out.
Oh, yes.
I think some queen would wear that low.
I'm going to say Through the Fire by Shaka Khan.
Ooh.
That's going to be my second one.
Let's leave a more up-tempo one other than Gypsy Woman. What about Ain't Nobody?
Ain't Nobody? What do you mean?
Shaka.
Oh, no. I went through fire because it needs to be through the fire. Like, can you imagine? Like,
somebody.
A wig. Like, it would be, oh my God. I would gag. I'd gag. The third song, though, that's a tricky one. Oh, you know what? It would be a Toni Braxton song. When you make my heart, when you make me dance, put out my hand, you make my heart. Oh, we both in the dip, yes! Yes. That is exactly what that's for. Feel it, oh, I wish you were here. Or A. Marie, honorable mention, One Thing by A. Marie.
It's just one thing that got me tripping.
Boom.
It's just one thing that don't
Boom.
It's just one thing you did.
Boom. Oh yeah, they cut that up, baby. So those are our picks. Those are our picks. Thank you so much for your questions. On the lighter side, it's about to get real serious up in here.
Real serious and petty.
So we are going to give you our honest opinions as we always do. Just know this all comes from love, no, not a place of hate, not a place of shade. I'm not trying to make jokes out of stuff, but we got to go through some of these questions. So we got a couple of y'all. Jamar, let's go ahead and start.
All right. So first question says, first off, hello to the both of you. I have been a subscribed member for the past year or so and look forward to your postings each week.
Yay.
Thank you, baby. I grew up in South Louisiana and learned pretty quickly not to discuss politics and religion with others who do not share my views, as it does nothing but lead to confrontation.
As always.
As an adult, I work at a company where I am the only gay man amongst others with ultra-religious, mostly Catholic, boss even has a son who's a priest, and Republican-minded views. That being said...
He's set up for failure with that.
You are surrounded by the enemy. That being said, all in all, it's a nice place to work and everyone is, for the most part, respectful of me. However, when views about gay rights or my feelings about Trump come up, I refuse to discuss it with them and just keep it to myself and say I don't discuss those things at work. Good idea. In my opinion, I feel that work is for work and I see no need to get on a soapbox and start having discussions in this type of atmosphere. That said, though, I do sometimes feel a bit uneasy by not giving my views just so as not to rock the boat. My question to the two of you is, am I wrong in feeling this way, and do you feel I have an obligation as the only gay man to be political on all gay things at work?
You're not wrong for feeling that way, but do not bring politics into the workplace. I understand if the majority of them are all Republicans. For one, I was told at every job I've ever been to, politics is not something you ever need to have a conversation with your coworkers because it is not conducive to personal. The work that you're providing to people unless you're on, say, a campaign for someone, and that's exactly what you're doing there is trying to get someone elected. So I've always been told that. I have a book that I read God, I can't remember the name of it. I'll try to put it in the description here. But yes, don't
mess up your coin.
That's your money. If you can't take it though, you need to start looking for another job with as much pay or more. That's going to be a healthier work environment for you. But trust me, I've worked in a very conservative work environment before, and it's not fun. But you have to realize who you're dealing with, and that's who's got your paper. Okay.
Just have to sign your check, so you have to.
If you can have headphones in, do what you got to do. But other than that, I wish you luck at your job. But honey,
if they're not probing you to try to involve you in the conversation, don't engage.
Don't engage. And matter of fact, find yourself in a whole nother room. If it's always them in the lunch break room area or doing something like that, don't even go in there and deal with stuff like that. There's always that one person at the job who is a roach who likes to make sure people drop crumbs of their, bull or whatever with your truth and your tea, and they take it back to higher authorities to then come back at you later, and it will bite you in the butt.
This is bothering me. This should be an issue.
He doesn't believe in what we believe in, and I feel uncomfortable around him because he's gay. It's gonna happen. Trust
and they'll believe him because that's one of
and
them.
You could always turn around and go, well, I am okay. I should be okay to be in this place, but you need to realize who is in office and where they're trying to make it okay for people to get fired now for not accepting or feeling uncomfortable about someone's sexuality, okay?
They have to prove that because you can sue them if you do.
Yes. So please. Okay. But thank you for your question. We appreciate the love and all the best luck to you. Now, this next one. Hello, I hope you are both finding yourself well. First, I want to say that anything I've written you can talk about. I'm open to about my life and my past. I apologize for this being long. For all of those, I'm about to read this. I need you to have an open mind. I need you to understand this woman's story because it's touched my heart. And it's a lot, okay? So we're about to get a little deep here. A little backstory. I grew up in a home where my stepfather emotionally, physically, and sexually abused me from about 4 years old until middle school. My virginity was taken when I was 6, and we did go to court after I finally told someone. Unfortunately, he was found not guilty due to the fact that A, they did not find any physical marks on me. B, they could not see this causing any long-term damage. Lies. I was suicidal for many years. But that's a different story. Okay. And C, his brother, a police sergeant, was a character witness for him. Thankfully, it's always that kind of bull, right? Like, it's always that kind of crap. And how they can't see it as people
long-term damage, mental health.
Bring it in, Matthew. Okay. I'm already on your side, baby. I'm already on your side. Thankfully, after more allegations, he is now currently registered on Megan's Law. Get him out, okay? In 2006, I was in a new relationship and had a beautiful baby girl unexpectedly. Her father passed away from a heart attack shortly after. Fast forward to 2011, when I entered a long-term relationship with a man 2 years younger than me. We were together almost 4 years when I found out he cheated. He contracted herpes and admitted to giving me herpes on purpose, so I would not be able to leave him.
Petty, evil.
Isn't that crazy?
That is a first-class seat in hell.
Isn't that against the law now?
For herpes, I'm not sure. I know it's for HIV.
Yeah,
it's definitely.
A lot of people actually have herpes and don't even know it, which is the crazy thing. It's like 1 in 3 people now, which I'm like, woo. But again, these sexually transmitted diseases, y'all, people can still live and have love and all that type of stuff. And I hate how there's a stigma against people for stuff like that, and it really hurts the mindset of those around them because they try to make jokes about it. MTV in particular does a lot of herpes jokes. But anywho, basically he contracted it, gave it to her on purpose, just so she could stay. She left.
As she should.
So I left. I took some time to heal, educate myself, and started dating again about a year later. It only took a few months for this new man to become controlling and emotionally abusive. I knew if I didn't get out then I would never have gotten out. I've been single ever since. I'm not opposed to dating now, but can't say I really want to either. Whenever a man approaches me, my walls go up. I'm honestly happy where my life is now and don't see the need to invite a potentially toxic man into it. However, I'm still human and want to have sex. But with my diagnosis, I'm uncomfortable having casual sex. How can I go about having my physical needs met but not having to open myself emotionally? You're going to have to get yourself open emotionally. That's one, if you want to have that.
Yeah, that's the only way.
If you want to be in that kind of relationship again, but if you're not and you just want to have your physical needs met, the thing is that you'd have to find somebody who is open-minded, and you'd have to know about them first. You're going to have to invest something in them. If you want it to be something physical with someone who breathes and lives. Now, you can always buy toys.
That's the literal solution.
But that may not be enough for you because that's you doing that for yourself. I'm making motions like you're putting it inside of you.
Okay.
And good, and it's a stabbing motion. I wouldn't know. I'm sorry. Because I honestly don't have any toys. Don't judge me. I've thought about it, but I'm still thinking, I'm like, what model would I get? So, I'm telling you, it's like, do I want
Whose
the
penis
one?
model would
Do
I
I
want
want the
to
one with
invest in?
veins, or do I want the one that's a straight, slim, slick down? You know what I mean? Do I need a little fake butt to like poke something in there? You know what I'm saying? Have you ever seen those?
I have.
They're like $150. They're expensive. Yes, they're expensive. So when you see people have them online, just know they spent some coin for it.
How much is that towards like a little fleshlight?
The fleshlights start from like $85 and they go up.
Oh.
Yeah, they're still gonna be.
I'd rather have a little butt though. But
a
it would be
dildo's
weird
cheaper.
though. It looks weird, but whatever.
It's kind of molesty, but yeah.
But yeah,
Get toys or find someone that you can connect with emotionally. I know you don't want to, but they're gonna have to. You have to like open up because you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised, girl, who doesn't give a damn.
open yourself up when you're ready. Be single now because as you wrote it, you feel like you're not really ready to date. You want to, but you still feel like you're not ready. Get to the point where you're ready to be able to share that kind of information with somebody comfortably.
And you not getting offended if that person were to say, take
No.
it and run with it. Because that happens a lot, especially in the gay community, when someone tells someone that they have HIV, it then becomes public knowledge. And then people then judge. And it's crazy because normally the ones that judge end up contracting HIV. It's
Karma is a bitch.
and it's alive. So I say you need just a little bit more healing. I don't know if you go to a therapist, you might want to think about seeing one. Or if you have someone who you have a very close relationship to as a friend, always having them in your around you to give you those pick-me-ups. Find ways to get yourself emotionally in a place to where you can have that happen. Other than that, if you're trying to meet your needs and you have, whatever you have from the butt to the vagina, you find something to put it in there, you find something to stick it in where, and there you go.
Pornhub, MyVidster, Xvideo,
Baby,
Xtube.
and let me tell you something. Some of these subscriptions are $5.99, child. Not that I would know of. But you can watch the premium videos too. Because I am subscribed. So listen, no shame. But yeah, do what you have to do, baby. But you got to find your heart to be full and protected, but not to the point to where there are jagged edges on it to where if anybody wants to enter it, they cut themselves across.
You don't want to be that person pushing people away.
Yes. But for the person to give you herpes and do it on purpose,
He's going to hell.
I mean, he could at least told
gasoline
you and then
draws.
gave you the option of whether or not you'd been like, okay, I want to still deal with this man or not.
Oh no, he didn't want to give her that choice.
Because I know someone who has herpes and they met someone who didn't have it and they were honest about it and the guy who they were talking to loved them so much they didn't care. You know what I'm saying? And it was just that. And of course, when you have something like that, there are ways for you to be protective in a relationship with somebody and the other person too. There's ways around it. So I try to tell people who have stuff, it's not the end of the road for you. It's not the end of the road. You have to realize that the road still goes on. It doesn't end. If you hit a one-way street, baby, somehow that always connects to somewhere else. If there's a dead end, guess what? There's a turnaround marker and you can find yourself a different street. Okay? Next question. Okay. Hi, Matt. Hey, Jamar. XOXO. So, girl, I got a problem. Hey, beach. I've been seeing this guy on Grindr for about 2 months now. Lord, here we go.
Already strike one.
This episode's brought to you by Grindr. No, I'm just kidding.
Girl, if it was,
Coin.
I wouldn't.
I would get it. I wouldn't mind. Okay. He's about 45, and I just recently turned 21 on Valentine's Day. So basically, we have been meeting up every Thursday night to watch All Stars 3. Mainly because I still live with my mom and don't have cable. Your face kind of scrunched, and I felt it do that when you said 21 and 45. Mainly because I still live with my mom and don't have cable. He lets me come over, and we usually always end the night with me topping him.
For some reason, that visual makes me...
Of a young man and someone who's not
and
older.
the old person just...
He's not old, though. He's 45.
In comparison to this, that's like...
Well, yeah, he's still a baby,
Tempest
but...
du jour and Aquaria.
I gotta continue reading on that one. And yes, I always use a condom. That means you watched the last video. We appreciate that. So originally I thought we would only be, tuck buddies.
Okay.
Replace the T with an F and what do you get? So, I have told him I wasn't looking for anything, but I'm thinking he's not on the same page because he's a little older, sweetheart. So recently he offered to take me out to the movies and pizza. That's like my favorite kind of
That
date.
sounds
It's
amazing.
such a good date.
That
Yes.
sounds amazing.
Pizza, cheese. We wouldn't be having sex after the pizza though.
Yeah, if you buy me pizza, you must not expect.
Yes, unless you are okay with me like doing it at the house and
Which some people are. But
So-
no shade.
So none at all. Cause be
But-
clean and be ready before you muddy waters, honey. So originally I thought we would only be tuck buddies and oh no, I'm reading this back again. Okay, he bought the tickets and the food and we went out. Okay, bottom that pays, honey.
My favorite kind of
We watched we watched Love, Simon, which was a great film. Would love to get your review on it, by the way. I haven't seen it, and that's a whole nother story. I won't tell you why, but I'll wait for it to come out on DVD. I would have enjoyed it more only he kept laughing loudly at stuff that wasn't even funny. Now, granted, some jokes were supposed to be funny, but it was kind of like those corny white jokes. It was embarrassing. I love it if you found out you were white saying corny white jokes. I would gag.
I was like, oh, you understand.
So you know your own struggle. Okay, so listen. Now, granted, some of the jokes were supposed to be funny, but it was kind of those corny white jokes. It was embarrassing the way he was just laughing unnecessarily while half the theater was quiet. He was just doing the most. Not only that, but he kept talking during the movie, which is one of my biggest pet peeves.
Me too, baby.
I have a habit of sometimes whispering certain things, like, can you believe that? And then just going right back to what I'm doing here. Unless it's like some movie I'm like fully invested in. Not only that, but he kept talking I don't want people telling me what they think is gonna happen. Like, just watch the movie with me and react, then talk about it later. After the movie ended, we got pizza and he started telling me more stuff about him. He already told me he had a partner for 22 years, but he died to cancer, which was sad. He's told me that he's lonely in his house all day and his cat, and just makes me feel so bad for him. He wasn't boring, he wasn't too nice, and he wasn't too chill. I can't even think of the emotion, but I was literally sitting there feeling nothing. Like I had no butterflies in my stomach. I had no emotion towards him. It was kind of like I was listening to him talk, but was watching myself from the outside, nodding my head to what he was saying. Almost like I forced myself to be super nice. Not only that, but I didn't get any of his references. Ooh. Like he would reference something about some old movie and I just sit there like, huh? Who? When Dolly did what? When Madonna did who? Girl, I was born in 97. I really don't know what he was talking about. Girl, I was born in 86. Calm down.
You really can't, yeah.
Like, he doesn't have a Twitter and Instagram. Only thing he had was Facebook. You should be glad he doesn't have Twitter or Instagram.
Please.
So he didn't understand nothing of what I would try to bring up either. I'm honestly not attracted to him anymore after talking with him. He tends to cut me off a lot, too, when he's talking about himself. During the All-Stars 3 finale, we had sex and I could physically feel myself getting sick. Not because Shangela lost. Wow. Not because the sex was bad, but because I'm literally not feeling him at all. I don't want to lead him on, but I feel so bad for him. Every time I think about stopping communications with him, I think about him being lonely. He messages me constantly throughout the day while I'm at work or at school. I just don't want to hurt his feelings or make him lonely and go binge eating again. He talked about how when his partner died, he gained a lot of weight and was binge eating. Will I be an a-hole if I just stopped talking to him? What would you guys do? Help me, please. I'm just not feeling it anymore.
Leave him. What you do and what he does after you leave him is none of your responsibility. Because you cannot sit in a relationship and be happy just for the sake of. Because you're going to be unhappy and it's going to defeat the whole purpose. Leave.
First of all, that's a grown man. Okay? You are not going to hurt his feelings to the point to where he is not going to be able to live anymore or continue life. If you're not happy with something, don't sit in it. You're making yourself unhappy by being with somebody that's not making you happy, okay? You don't care for this, you don't care for that. Some people are not compatible with each other, but just because someone is gonna feel sad about something doesn't mean that you should be obliged to do whatever you can to make them happy. I'm sorry.
That's not a way to live
You've only
life.
been talking for how long, too? Girl, bye. No, ma'am. This is love. This is love. I'm giving you love. Let him go, baby. You're 21.
Just like how he found you after his mate died, he'll find somebody else. And you'll find somebody else. It is not finite. She's 21. Yes. 21.
I'm so confused. 21?
And he was 45. He's grown. I'm sure like I said, like he's found you, he'll find somebody else.
No, I think, he is 21. Okay, sorry, this thing was skipping. Yeah. Move around. You're young. You're like really young. You're like super young. You're like jealous young, right? So mess with people your own age. I'm gonna be real with you on that. Yeah, older is great too, but most older men are ready to establish themselves, sit down, and do certain things, and they're not for the, back and forth, back and forth. We're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. Just
And they've lived life already. Like, you're still
he's already
want
done
to go
things.
and travel and do
that
these
man was in a
things.
relationship for 22 years with somebody. That's a fool. That's your
That's
age,
your whole
sis.
life. He started dating him before you were born.
You shouldn't feel obligated, is what we're
Okay.
saying, okay?
Mm.
And thank you so much for watching. Okay. Next one. Hi, Matty and Jamar. I want to first thank you for your shows, as they have really been getting me through the night feeds with my new daughter. Her name is Naya. I hope I said that right. She's nearly 10 weeks old. Precious! You make me laugh so much, and there have been times when I've cracked up at your videos and woken my boyfriend up at 4 a.m.
Sorry to the boyfriend.
Yeah, but we're not sorry. Okay, so my question to you is, if you could live in any city out of the USA, where would you live? I'm slightly biased and hope you say London, as this is where I live. P.S. Here is a photo of my daughter watching RuPaul's Drag Race when she was 7 days old. Feel free to show this, and I love showing my diva off. Would love a shout out too. Keep slaying. We're gonna answer that right here. Precious.
She's so cute.
Precious.
She is starting life right.
Precious.
She's gonna go to her prom in a
Honey,
big,
she's
huge
ready to go.
synthetic wig that'll
Look
be
at her.
stoned down.
She's watching Mama Ru.
She is gonna be ready.
Go on, little bitty. Hey, honey, sis. Now, love you, sweet pea. Okay, what city would we like to live in?
Outside of the U.S.
I'm torn between London and Tokyo.
Yeah, I would definitely say London, just because I feel like it's the closest probably to, like, the culture of the United States. Because if you want to say, like, oh, I want to go to Puerto Rico, I want to go to Dominican Republic. No, there are very ugly parts of those, and they do not like people like us. So
I'll give 3.
What does she want? Top? Just one place or top?
She said 1.
Oh,
If you live in one city, any city out of the U.S., where would you live? I would say London, Canada, and
that would be interesting.
yeah, I say London, Canada, and
Expensive there, though. But it's green.
it's not and Japan would be my other one, because I love Japanese culture, so I'd live for living in Japan. I would be nervous about the earthquakes and a lot of other stuff out there, and being, maybe I would blend in. I don't know. I just, those 3 for me.
I'll just go with London.
London Bridge is all down. London Bridge is down.
My London.
Dead on Arrival.
Because that anthem.
Okay, all right. So thank you so much for that, and we love your diva and everything, and we got to give her a little shout out. So all of y'all, send that baby some love, and I'm glad y'all enjoyed the picture.
Yes. Okay, so our next question. Hey, you guys, I'm a huge fan of you both, and I appreciate every single bit of content you both make. Also, Jamar, your beat is stunning. Thank you, baby.
Not today.
Anyways, as she wrote anyways.
I relished it.
I have this boy in my life who is super sweet and has always treated me well. He's currently away in India on a trip, but he'll be back soon. He's bought me a beautiful suit from there without me even having to ask.
All right.
And talks to me every single day, even though there's a major time difference. I can tell he's really putting in the effort and really cares about me, but he follows a ton of girls on social media. Girls that are randomly in the area that nobody really knows. I know it sounds kind of dumb, and I'm just wondering if I'm overthinking it. Or should I be scared he's hitting somebody else up? He's told me time and time again he wants to be with me and only me, but I can't help but wonder and be kind of nervous, even though he's truly is so sweet to me. He's 17, and I'm a year younger. Girl, if that helps, it does. Will this puppy love bite me in the a-hole? Thanks. Girl.
Okay, first of all, my high school student.
You're not even legal. Neither one of you are legal.
You're not even ready.
Neither one of you.
You're not even ready for that. It's very nice that he does that, and that he loves you, and he likes you, and all that's great. And there are stories of people meeting their loves in high school and this and the other. He's in a whole nother country. A whole nother country.
For now.
For now. When he comes back. Okay? Here's the thing. You are overthinking it.
Absolutely.
You are overthinking it, true and true. You're very much doing that. At the same time, you shouldn't be so invested into somebody this soon. I'm going to be honest with you. I've had love back in high school days. I had all
Of
that.
course, everybody does.
But I thought those were going to stand the test of time, and they did not. Okay, and that's just the reality of the matter. You need to really think about finishing school. I know this is such a mom answer and dad answer. I know,
But
baby.
this
But
is
it's
life
it's
experience,
the truth. Yeah,
baby.
this is we can attest to this. Finish school, get really good grades, worry about yourself. If he does nice things for you, awesome. If he takes you on dates, awesome. If he calls you all the time, awesome. But don't put your mind so deep into it. Don't put your heart so heavy into something like that because y'all are babies. Babies.
Y'all aren't even legal. Let me tell you something,
Do
baby.
you have your driver's license yet?
Just got it.
Maybe. Maybe. But you need to focus on growing up, honey. I'm sorry. That's my answer to that. And I love you. Thank you so much. But don't think too deep about that, honey.
I'll tell it to you like this, baby. You are 16. You are going to go off to college. Do you know how college boys are? There are so many more people that you are going to meet that are probably better than this man who are going to do much better things for you.
And I'm sure he's a great guy, but let's
with
be real.
much better equipment, if you know what I'm saying.
I mean, she doesn't need to
So,
know that because she is 16
I'm
years old.
going to give you the look. She's going to get look. You just, so we're going to pretend like the 16-year-old ain't up on the stairs doing stuff.
I did what I had to do when I was 16, but I don't promote that as an adult now. I wish I could have stopped myself back then. But what I will say is he's right about the college thing. Think of how many people are on this earth.
You're going to meet somebody else. There's more than one person that you will be right with. So don't restrict yourself to this one person, especially. And then again, social media, if somebody wants to cheat, they're going to cheat.
It's
whether
gonna
they
happen.
have social media or regardless.
They've already thought about it.
If they're going to do what they're going to do, there's nothing you can do about it. But if that makes you uncomfortable, then leave the relationship. That's
And keep the suit.
Oh.
Yeah, don't give it
No
back.
gives these back seats.
That was a present. You got me junked up. Really? You gonna take it back from me? Go on somewhere.
Oh, that's real petty. If somebody tried to go back in your house and take off, well, I bought you this scented
What
candle.
I need you to do is get out of my house before I shoot you. Okay, click, clack, kaboom, all right? I don't jump guns, I am the boom, boom gun, okay? Now.
Okay. We love you still.
And thank you so much for sending your question.
So, next question reads, Dear Matty and Jamar, greetings from France. And she wrote, c'est bon, c'est bon.
Bonjour, madame. Comment allez-vous aujourd'hui?
I love you for that. Also, excuse my English skills as they're not my mother tongue. You were fine enough to me. First of all, I want to say that I love your Drag Race reviews so much. You always make me smile and say, yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
I also feel you two have a great big heart and a beautiful soul. Thank you so much, baby. Keep on bringing positive vibes to us mediocre people.
Okay.
I don't know what that means. I'm just going to keep reading.
We won't consider you mediocre.
I have a question, and I really need that you guys to answer, so here's the backstory. I'm 26 years old, and my boyfriend and I have been together for about 9 years. Dang.
So y'all been together since you were 17? Interesting. That kind of plays into the story we just
the girl
had.
we just answered your letter, pay attention.
That was a 1 in a million moment right there, girl. Let's be real about it.
The first 7 years of our relationship were great, but we were both very young, and I don't think it was a mature relationship. Then I moved overseas for 5 months, and there I met a woman I fell in love with. Oh, girl.
Oh.
I discovered I was bisexual.
Dipped her toe in the lady pond.
I really enjoyed the time with her, but I broke up with my boyfriend who was hurt. I must admit, I acted partially really ignorant and would have been hurt too. Girl. When I came back, I realized that I still love him, so after huge, long discussions and fights, we finally scraped home. This was about a year ago. I guess that's a term that we don't know. Since then, I felt that we have grown so much and our relationship has become more mature and serious. There's no person like him, and there's nobody else I want to share my future with. And I rate him for giving our relationship a second chance after he suffered a lot from our breakup. But sometimes I feel like we've been together through our whole teenage years. I've been missing something, and I've only just had sex with 3 people. I do not glorify the single lifestyle, but that time I broke up with him, this relationship with the woman was very important for me because it involved my sexual identity. I know communication is key, but he still has to process our breakup. That's why I don't feel like I can talk to him about it yet. So my question is, will I still be happy with him in 10 years without having experienced something new again? Is it the best thing to wait for some time and then talk about it? I'm confused. Help. Let me tell you something, baby. I probably wouldn't have taken you back, to be completely honest, no shade. Because I personally don't trust bisexual people because it just makes the whole...
That means your whole playing field is so much bigger now.
Anybody. You going out with your girlfriends, I don't know that you ain't down there, doing some stuff. You
I
going
don't
out with the
trust
boys,
that bitch.
I don't know what
trust
y'all
that
doing in the bathroom
bastard.
stall.
Yeah.
No, I can't personally. But...
So he's a saint for doing that, honestly. Yeah.
He loves
he's
you.
good people, yeah.
He loves you, baby.
Absolutely.
But I feel like the fact that you're wondering if you're still going to be happy with him in 10 years down the line, leads me to that you're not happy.
That's a bad... Okay, you should already be looking into the long term, and if you see that it's not going to go in that right direction, that's already, like, a failure.
So I wouldn't go back in the relationship with him, and I would still explore that woman thing you dipped your lady, that thing into.
You're, what, 26?
26.
26? Yes. You still have room to explore, to be honest with you. I'm 31. I'm still exploring stuff.
I would explore.
Yeah.
I mean,
you have time.
Especially if you have this desire and you really...
And you've only had sex with 3 people? I mean, that's admirable. Some people are, their body counts are higher than others.
Some people body
and
counts
there's no shame in that. There is no shame in that. But, for me, thinking about your situation and how that was something so, incredible for you, I feel like you have more exploring to do, personally.
And I feel like you could talk to the homegirls whose answer we just gave, how you were been together your whole teenage years, that you want to explore and do something different.
And now you're thinking about...
Am I going to stay in this?
Does this make sense? Like, why...
Explore.
It sounds like you need to continue exploring.
Live your life.
Come on, Dora the Explorer. Backpack. Like, you better pull up that map, sis. You better find your way. But we think you can do it. I think you can, but you're gonna have to grow some junk, and you're gonna have to, lay balls, as they like to say, and you're gonna have to tell him what's up. Be honest with him about that.
Honesty is the best policy.
And he can take it or leave it. But I'm telling y'all, some people are very sensitive and emotional about stuff. And I've become tough over the years because I've dealt with some mean people. I've also dealt with some very sensitive people. Some people were backstabbers. Some people were just petty. And some people who just left me and didn't say anything. But you learn. You find your way. You develop your strength. And you will too. Okay?
Amen.
All our love, baby. Oh, this one kind of went... Oh, this is the petty one.
Ooh. This is the one where somebody should be...
Baby, let me tell you what...
Somebody should be twirled.
Let me tell you something. I would have found him after the club and boxed somebody. So check this out. Hey, guys, I'm a foreign student from Zimbabwe. One of my friends is from Zimbabwe. Studying in Russia.
Word. Yes, you better do that.
And I pray for you, okay? I love your rants and reviews on RuPaul's Drag Race, and I enjoy the new show very much. Watching you guys always makes me smile, and because I don't have friends here. Oh,
I'm sorry, baby.
Baby, I know. Red Sparrows are out there.
Well, we're here with you, baby.
Now coming to DVD.
You are the Judy now.
That's right, girl. We got you, baby, okay? I have a complicated issue and no one to talk about, and I need some honest advice, and we got it. I have been here in Russia for about 2.5 years, and I have been with my boyfriend who is back home in Zimbabwe, for those who are not keeping up, for more than 4 years. By the way, I'm 23 and he's 24. You young people. You young kids. He is almost my best friend. I'm sorry, I read that wrong. He's also my best friend, and I am not an open person. I bottle so many things because it is a defense mechanism from my childhood. Learn to open up. I'm telling you that right now. Learn to open up. It's going to save your life. He is the only person that was able to break down those walls, and recently we had been talking about having a future together. However, the long distance had so much strain on our relationship during these 2 years, and last August, he had a fling with this girl, Tracy, lasted a month. By the time I found out about it, he had broken it off, and I could tell he regretted it a lot, and I forgave him. In a funny... I have to... give me a second here. In a funny way, it made us closer. Things were great again. Fast forward 2 months later, the girl comes back and says she is pregnant.
I was still dumbfounded by the fact that it brought them closer. But go ahead.
I'm mad for you right now on the next level of mad. I have a bat that is imaginary sitting right next to me. I'm ready to go bust some windows out the car. Okay?
Hey.
Both him and I came from Christian families, so Tracy went behind his back and told his mother. Ooh, she's smart. She's smart. Ooh. And now his mother and her family are forcing him to marry her.
And she's in the way. She can't even do nothing about it.
Right. And I understand that he did Tracy wrong, and I definitely agree that he should take full responsibility for his actions. But guys, she's trying so hard to get rid of me, even though she knew about me when they had their fling. Now she's putting on a show to make it seem like I'm the messy girl. Being here, I can't do anything and choose not to speak to her because I know she will run and tell his mother or do something crazy. And even though every time she does something crazy, my boyfriend does check her, but her response is always to tell on him to his mother, which causes fights between them, and she starts sending messages to his friends telling them she is expecting or posting old pics of them. I don't know if I should leave this relationship because I'm emotionally drained and depressed. I mean, you just answered your own damn question. But I'm going to continue. I love him so much, and I know he loves me, but it's all this drama. And to make matters worse, I'm going home for the holidays in July. We had so much planned, but now I'm not sure. He said that he will take care of his baby, but he won't marry Tracy. Okay. And he's prepared to be disowned by his mother just to be with me. I don't want to be the reason for him and his mother not talking. I'm so lost now, guys, and hurt. Need some good, honest advice. Thank you. P.S. Jamar, I love your dreadlocks.
Oh, thank you, baby. Do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
I think you should go first, and I will follow with my good old nastiness.
Baby, okay, I'm going to try to be nice because I know he's going to...
I'm gonna be rude, so please be prepared. It's gonna be honest, but go
leave
ahead.
this relationship, and I'm gonna tell you why. First of all, he's already cheated on you, so you know you can't trust him. Second of all, he is willing to allow his whole family to persuade him to do something he doesn't want to do. And then you already said you don't want to cause any issue with him and his family, which you will. And you don't want to have to deal with him and this baby and this other lady, who is, you already see she's messy.
The list gets so long.
So you would have to not be in an untrusting relationship, be with somebody who has to deal with a baby from a person that you don't like.
Because he's still going to take care of the child. She will always be in your life.
She's going to be around. You're already going to feel guilty about causing a rift between her and her family. I can't find the positives here. You can go home and be like, deuces, and just go about your life. You are overseas, abroad in Russia.
Doing your thing, getting your education, getting your life right.
Don't be worried about this man over here who has the nerve to cheat on you with some bimbo who's willing to break up their family. No, ma'am.
All right. Okay. All right. Look, little girl. And I'm talking to you like you would be my sister, okay? And I would say this just to my sister like I would say to you. Look, little girl, if you don't mind your butt and get back to what you're doing and not worry about that crusty fool that slept with somebody. So you mean to tell me that he couldn't keep it together for you long distance? This is why I don't do long distance relationships and stuff like that. He slept with somebody behind your back, girl. In those 30 days, he didn't use a condom, girl. Think about that.
For a month.
Think about that.
What
do you mean he regretted it? Oh, that doesn't matter if he regretted it. A lot of men who cheat regret cheating, but they still cheat even though they regret it.
Not even just one time. It was for a whole 30
He got
days.
her pregnant. He got her pregnant. End of the story. Miss Thing, imagine what was happening when you weren't there. Why even imagine it? Just don't. You need to let him go. I'm going to be real with you right now.
No positives.
You need to let him go. Because even if he decided to do what he was going to do with you, it's more than possible that he is going to do it again to you. And you're going to be in a situation where he's, I love you. I love you. I love you. I know many men who have cheated on their wives and the wives stayed and babies continue to come. They just continue to roll in by different women. And they're paying child support to different women every flipping day.
That's money out your household.
Do not be that girl. You're smarter than that, babe.
Clearly.
You're way smarter than this. You going through the drama right now, you feeling this pain. I know you don't have friends where you're at, and that is not okay. But that sometimes happens. I went to college, and it took me a long time to get like people established and friends that I had there. There's gonna be places where you go where you're not gonna know anybody. It's gonna be hard for you to establish things. That's life. It's going to happen. But you are so young. I'm sure you are beautiful too. I'm sure that everything about you is wonderful, and you have a great personality. You seem like a good girl with a strong head on your shoulders.
Yeah, she's smart.
But good God, girl, get a grip.
Okay.
Get a grip. Thank you, Latrice Rail, for the 5 Gs.
Amen.
That is it, right? This is the perfect example. Do not stay with him.
Get a grip.
Do not stay with him. You're going to hurt yourself, mama, and I see it right now. It is going to be a world of hurt that you've allowed to happen at such a young age. Don't be that chick. Don't be that girl. be a woman about it and move on with your life and be a strong, independent one. And don't you hold this over on the next man you meet either, okay? Because some people like to hold stuff over.
That means be single for a while until you're ready to let it go.
Yeah. You need, until you're ready to let it go, you don't need to entertain nobody. You need to worry about you and build this character that you have. Because one thing I will tell you about some straight men in life, they love a strong woman, honey. And don't let them ever tell you, I love some subservient women. No, that's just football players that want to make sure nobody wants to take their money from them because they know them girls out there like to rob. The thing is that, I'm not lying, but you can find a real good man that loves someone who's very strong-minded, who has a great head on their shoulders, who's intelligent. You don't have to look a certain kind of way. You could just be that entity. It is the aura that we possess in ourselves, that we exude out, that makes us so strong as individuals, that makes us good people. It makes people want to be around us, whether they want to love us, whether they want to be friends with us, whatever. You can do better. Don't be dumb. That's it. Please don't be dumb, because that is dumb to even deal with that. And when you go home in July, when you go home in July,
no, let him know that you stay over there with your future baby mama.
But I love you. You didn't love me when you slept with her.
30 days,
you didn't love
give
me.
A flying fladoodle monkey about me.
Talk about people make mistakes. No, girl, they do make mistakes.
The same mistake over and over again.
But the
30
mistakes
days?
they make is overdrafting their account sometimes because they forgot they had a bill coming in. Mistakes like that are different than something like getting someone pregnant within a 30-day time frame.
You go marry this lady. Y'all go off into the sunset. I don't want to. You lay down.
You lay down with the dog. You caught the fleas. Bark. Let him be the one with the fleas, baby. You don't need to catch none of that.
You just be over there being sickening in Russia and get your education.
Imagine you went back with this man and say that girl gave him an STD like the other story we just talked about, and then he gave it to you.
All these stories
kind of
way. Y'all can all learn from each other, baby.
They sure do.
Okay.
All these stories are intertwined. There you go. So yeah, don't do it, girl. Bye. Oh, yeah.
You like my titles?
The title of this that Jamar made is, Once Upon a Time, Not Long Ago, I Was a Hoe.
No shit, but it was funny. Okay.
Hey, Matt and Jamar, I love both of you, and this series has helped me so much already. Also, #justice for Vanessa. Vanjie. I'm at a place in life where I'm trying to find myself an identity. Cliche, I know. It's not a cliche. It's really not. That's people are still doing it even at my age, baby. I have just finally fully gotten over my ex, and I'm completely ready to be single. After my track run of relationships and life experiences, I have confirmed to myself I will never have kids on my own and possibly may never get married. Never say never. It's just what I have chosen to do. Talking about it amongst my friends, we have concluded I'm a hoe in the cupcake kind of way. Ew.
Oh, that is...
Ew.
If y'all don't know who Cupcake is... Look up.
Yeah, look
Deep
her.
Throat.
She is vulgar as hell. Now, I'm at peace with my sexuality and love to share it with people. It's been kind of a hard deal with this, as you may assume, LOL, but I haven't been more comfortable with myself in my life. This may be hard for you, but I would like you guys' advice on living a happy life. Okay, well, you shouldn't live in the past. That's the one. Everything that happened back then does not apply to you now.
You're allowed to make mistakes.
When you meet other people or when you express your sexuality or present yourself in front of others, do not wear your past as a badge of victimhood. Do not bring it into whatever you're going to. I've learned that, Jamar, about myself. And I used to bring my old stuff into new relationships. And those relationships never worked out. I've learned to never bring anything from the past into my future or present, because it's going to do nothing but continue to be that same cycle over and over again.
You're trying to relive it and bring in baggage. It's like, no, for what?
This
is a whole new relationship.
Yeah, and another thing too, never say never. Now, you could be content right now with not having children and not doing this and not getting married, but guess what? You may meet the one. And that person could totally change your mind, and then you'll feel kind of funny, like, oh, am I changing myself for them? No, you're evolving. You're finding yourself going from an abra to cadabra. And luckily, if you're traded correctly, you'll get to be an alakazam.
Okay, you're not a Pokemon.
She's not a Pokemon, but you know what I mean. It's an evolution. We all evolve as people into beings that understand different things about ourselves. Halle Berry said she was never going to get married again. Well,
didn't she get married like 3 more times?
She's never going to have kids again. Well, you know, never say never.
Ben said he would never do All-Stars.
And did and left. Never say never, but at the same time, still be open to certain things and never bring in the past and never wear it as a badge of victimhood as well as like, this is who I am. No, it's not who you are.
That's what happened.
It was a thing that happened and you learned from it and you moved on from there. Jamar?
That's it. That's it.
And the last question.
All right. The last question is titled, Stingy with My Cootie Cat.
My cootie cat. Let's go.
Okay. Hi, big fan. I am a married lesbian of 2.5 years.
All right.
Our marriage has had a lot of issues due to our sex life became non-existent right after we got married.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait, they've said they've been married for
2.5 years.
Okay.
So that means for 2.5 years, I
Y'all-
have not been properly stimulated
Okay.
by the person that lives under my roof.
No.
My wife gave a lot of excuses in the beginning, but now just says sex is not important to her at this stage in her life. Wait. I feel trapped in a sexless marriage.
I don't know how old they are when she said that.
That she doesn't say, and I'm so curious.
Darn, I am too.
I try to think of scenarios where couples are not able to initiate, i.e., due to work, battling health issues, wouldn't be more understanding. Here we go. We are in our late 20s and we have no kids. Simple 9-to-5 lifestyle. We did say for better or worse, but damn it, I'm over it. I'm rejected at any attempt to initiate sex, so I feel justified to cheat. I love my wife very much. She's my best friend, and I never signed up for this.
Don't cheat.
After many discussions, counselings, and horny goat wheat,
That is a real thing. Continue.
nothing has changed. What are your thoughts?
It's time to let it go. Don't
Yeah,
cheat.
Like I said, don't cheat.
Yeah, don't be that girl.
In the relationship first.
Yeah, because then you're gonna come off like, well, I had a reason to. No, baby. Don't. It's about, are your needs being met in this relationship? When you signed up for this, this is what you wanted. This is what you had, and now it's changing all of a sudden because someone doesn't want to do something like that. Honey, like they say, if you're not getting it there, you can get it from somebody else. And for you to be felt like you're being held hostage in a relationship that you're not getting that back from, it's not okay. Move on.
Honestly, as I'm reading this,
Please
I
don't
feel
cheat.
like your wife has been cheating on you for the past 2.5 years because there's no way somebody is just not, sex is not important. And it's been 2 years and there's nothing. She's getting it from somewhere. You just don't know about it.
Oh my God. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
I wasn't ready for that.
Think about she's talking from her perspective, like, oh,
Baby.
she's trying to do right, but think that there's a reason why their wife does not want to, do because she's getting it from somewhere else. I don't want to wish bad things upon your marriage, but
I suggest you move around, and I suggest you go ahead and file for divorce. And
to the left.
Don't be the girl who's a cheater. Don't be that one. Do not
In
be that
the relationship
girl.
first. This is the steps on how this thing, you end it, you try to talk it out, whichever way
And
you
here's
do
my
it.
thing. I have a feeling that she's already entertained conversations with other girls, but has yet to cheat. But that's a form of cheating by you entertaining
is,
conversations.
girl.
So I need you to go ahead and move around on that because that is going to turn into an ugly, nasty mess, and it's not worth it. And if you're not having your needs met, okay.
You know lesbians, they love to be together. They love to stay together through thick and thin. We will leave a relationship in a heartbeat.
Oh my God!
We will leave
Skip
it.
to my loo, my darling.
You didn't push the toilet seat up or down. I'm gone. You left the meat in the cook too long. I'm out. Like,
Oh my God, done with you. But yeah, it's the truth. So do yourself a favor and double mint gum that and go.
deuces.
Yeah, you're better than that, honey. Okay, but don't be a cheater. There's never an excuse for cheating. Like, oh, I have the right to. No, you just wanted to.
You just feel like you're trying to get that person back. You don't really want to cheat. You want to have
like
sex
you're
with
looking
her.
for, or better yet, maybe discuss an open relationship.
I hate those.
I hate it too, but that's what some people do, and it's
I'd rather
their
just
thing.
not deal with you because then.
You might as well go to somebody else that's gonna be able to give it to you all the time, and then y'all be content
Right,
with
but
that.
then you gonna have feelings. Like you have to watch them be intimate with somebody
You're
else. and
still
nobody
young
want
too,
that.
by the way, so you have time. So I mean, anybody in any age is still able to do that. I know people in their 60s getting married still and having sex.
Shit, my daddy.
Oh, so everyone, thank you again for your questions.
Yes.
I appreciate it.
And again, do not feel bad if we do not read your question because the questions are starting to come in as the episodes are going. We're getting a lot more and more questions, so we have to kind of sift through and filter which ones would be good for the show. If it's something really personal, we may reply to you in the email.
Right, and you may just need to go ahead and like just resend the email again because honey, the box is full, and we have to start as the week progresses because we need to make sure we at least read everybody's. But some of the stories I will also say do include a lot of backstory to stuff, and that can it's like, does that help what you're saying right now?
Make sure that the details you give are important to the end-all question you have.
Because then we're able to really pull out the answer a lot quicker and better, and we can go, okay, I understand what they're coming from right now.
This is why this is important.
Yeah.
Yes.
So thank you again so much. Remember, askmatnmar at gmail.com. Of course, the email's in the description. Go ahead and send it to us by Wednesday of the following week. So it needs to be sent in by Wednesday because that's the day that we talk about it.
Wednesday morning.
Yeah, because we do.
Wednesday morning.
Yeah, send them quickly. And then the ones who get sent late, we have to put that in the pile of the next following week. So don't think because you didn't hear it today or tonight or whenever you're listening to this, that we didn't get to it. It's just you sent it a little too late, so now it's in the next week's pile, okay? Thanks again. We love you so much. Everybody, we hope you make it through all of these things.
Ooh, girl.
We hope the advice helped.
We send you all the love. And
Zimbabwe.
Leave that.
My dear lesbian married friend.
Leave her too.
My young people who are in these relationships.
Explore.
Yeah, y'all have a lot to live and a lot to do. So
everybody just be single and screw.
Yeah, don't be that person. Don't be that person. But all right, kittens. Love you so much. Talk to you later.